Thousands of Peruvians are volunteering for the phase 3 clinical trial of the Chinese COVID-19 vaccine. China says its support for the efforts in Peru shows a high degree of trust between the two countries. Correspondent Dan Collins reports from Lima.
China is testing a potential vaccine in one of the world's hotspots for the coronavirus, Peru. The Asian giant's oldest and largest pharmaceutical firm, Sinopharm, wants to lead the way in the global effort. The vaccine is also being tested in Bahrain, the United Arab Emirates, Morocco and Argentina. Volunteers are lining up at the Peruvian capital's main medical university, Cayetano Heredia. Peru is betting on a vaccine as its best hope in the fight against COVID-19. Volunteers here are taking part in the country's first clinical trial for a vaccine developed by the Chinese pharmaceutical giant Sinopharm. Scientists here say the vaccine could be ready as early as the beginning of next year. Peruvian actor Jason Day is maybe not your typical volunteer, but he felt compelled to sign up when the trials began a few months ago.
This virus has shown our weaknesses as a nation, both at a state level, what our government is capable and incapable of doing, but also us as a society.
Even before getting the potential vaccine, he had to undergo tests, starting with a blood sample, and then a molecular test to make sure he was not already infected with COVID-19.
I'm very impressed with how professional, impeccable the whole thing is. I feel safe. I feel like I'm in good hands. I'm trusting it. I trust scientists in general. I see how hard they work, and these people, they're trying to save us.
Day has been warned there could be side effects like fever or nausea, but he's now become one of thousands of Peruvians approved for the vaccine. Sinopharm expects to test 12,000 participants by the end of the year.
So they've injected whatever it was, we don't really know. We got 2 different vaccines that they're testing, or the placebo, right? Now I have to wait for about 20 minutes, and as soon as it goes off, I have to take my temperature, and then wait for another 10. That's it. A little bit of patience.
How are you feeling?
Feeling great. Useful.
Peru welcomed the opportunity to volunteer for clinical trials, not just with Sinopharm, but also with other pharmaceutical firms. But Sinopharm was the first in a tight race to enter the clinical trial stage, says principal investigator Dr. Germán Malaga.
We are convinced that Peru's participation in this study has several advantages. The first is that we're showing that we can do a study of this magnitude with 12,000 participants. It's the biggest study that's been done in Peru and the biggest in Latin America. Secondly, it will be a high-quality study. Thirdly, it will put Peru in an advantageous position, if the vaccine is successful, to negotiate the acquisition of this vaccine.
Peru has one of the world's highest COVID-19 mortality rates, making it fertile ground for vaccine trials. The government hopes, with the help of China, there soon will be promising results.